Well, honestly, I'm going to bring up the elephant in the room, and it seems like you guys talk good about it. Why can't you and Opie, now you guys don't really bash each other. I'm not saying you guys should do a show, but why don't you guys come back for another interview? Because I know after he got fired, you guys did some phone calls and stuff, but it doesn't seem like there's any more animosity because I hear Opie talking about you. The only thing he says, oh, Anthony's racist, but everybody kind of knows that's a joke, right? I mean, that's not a real thing. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Everyone except black people.
Well, yeah, that's very fair, but I'm just saying, it just, you guys had lightning in a bottle. I know you can't re-get that, but I just kind of I want to live in a world where, you guys are at least friendly. I just think that the world would be a better place.
Yeah, I kind of got to the point where I just kind of felt like I didn't want to be at war with him.
Yeah.
Like a hot war. Then we went through a cold war. And now it's just kind of, we leave each other alone. Like, I'll give him the props he deserves, especially with the Opie and Anthony show. It was the Opie and Anthony show. So, but we've gone off in different directions. We have a totally different viewpoint on life. Back in the early days of Opie and Anthony, we were, even though I came from a blue collar environment and he went right from college into radio and whatnot, we had so much in common, just how we viewed the world and whatnot. We are on opposite ends of the spectrum now. So even if we can be civil with each other, I don't think there's anything we can find common ground with to even talk about. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know.
That's what makes a good show. Anthony, people that disagree, I mean, Tucker Carlson, that's was his first thing. You guys should debate. That would be great. Anthony versus Opie, or Opie versus Anthony. That would be a great show.
A reunion
I mean, that would be so good. But listen, you're a better producer than me, but I just said that's what the people want.
Anthony, O&A is the golden standard of broadcasting, in my opinion. And I'm happy for all your success. I know it's hard, especially competing with Opie's live streams they're pretty damn good. So
he's doing what he wants to do. How do you look at me? Look at me.
Hey, well, let me defend Opie. Wait, Ben, let me defend Opie. At least he's doing it from a penthouse in a beautiful beach house. Even though he only has 67 people watching,
that is true.
He's still doing it in a nicer house than you and I are in, Ben. That's one thing. And you know what? And Opie he's not as talented as a broadcaster as Anthony, but hey, at least he's persistent. He's still broadcasting even if nobody's watching. So I give him credit.
Still doing it.
Yeah, he's
look,
still
the truth of the matter is, I'm just trying to soften the beach, because when my new book comes out, I did. This was written about over a year ago. So I was still battling with Opie, and there's some stuff in there that he's going to be very angry with. So I think that might reignite this feud.
I just read your first book, Anthony, and I'm really excited for the second one. Was Opie mad about stuff in the first book too?
Yeah. He was pretty mad about stuff in the first book, because I talk about a lot of the hypocrisy that was going on at the time. I talk about in this book, I talk about the firing and how he didn't really stand up for me with the bosses and whatnot. But look, time heals all wounds, doesn't it? And then you put a book out and rip them back open again. By the way, also, I want to apologize in advance. This book is a pamphlet. I got a copy of it. It's the thinnest book. It's like a child's book. It's like a pop-up book. Yeah, but I don't know what happened. But
Anthony, your audience,
said a lot of stuff.
Yeah, your audience doesn't want some long, huge book. We want something short and sweet. So I think that's better.
That's true.
Brevity.
That's true.
Brevity is the best thing. Okay, and listen, we can tease Opie as much as we want, but if you think about it, we go back. What you did, you got mad at that woman. She hit you. What he did was way worse by filming a guy take a shit. I know you think that was much more controversial, in my opinion. What do you think about that, Opie? I mean, Anthony. Sorry.
It is very controversial, especially these days with HR in these offices and the harassment, sexual harassment, whatever. So yeah, I think taking a picture of someone in the bathroom was probably worse than me going on Twitter and explaining exactly what happened during my assault in Times Square in 2014. So yeah.
Maybe if he would have stood up for you then, Anthony, then that wouldn't have happened. So it's kind of crazy.
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself